Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here, back with part 15 of the full playthrough walkthrough for Dark Souls 3. So I had to think about that number, make sure it's correct. If you've never joined me for these walkthroughs before, this is a Let's Play style walkthrough where I'm going to casually, oh man, of course the hushed over here, where I'm going to casually bring you through the game and help you overcome these challenges. In this part of the walkthrough, we're going to go through the Grand Archives, which, for all intents and purposes, is like the last kind of area of the game. We still have not done Archdragon Peak, which is secret and optional, so we'll do that next. But we are going to kill the final Lord of Cinder here in Dark Souls 3 in this part of the walkthrough. So, if you've never joined me for these walkthroughs, I'm recording as I play and as I talk, so maybe hear a little bit of background noise. Do my best to edit all that out. Show you my character stats. Currently level 87 with 35 Vigor, 10 Attunement, 28 Endurance, 19 Vitality, 40 Strength, 15 Dex, 10 Intelligence, 15 Faith, and 7 Luck. This is primarily a Strength build. I am using the Butcher Knife plus 10, the Grass Crest Shield, the Mira set, Estus Ring, Karthus Milk Ring, Covetous Silver Serpent Ring, and the Night Slayer's Ring. So, let me just look something up really fast. I want to change my armor, but not actually just yet. Armor of the Sun. I need a couple things. Mendicant Staff. I don't need that. Seagbrow, Homeward Bones, Seed of a Giant Tree, and Lightning. So I think I could get the rest of this armor set. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to get the last pieces of the Solaire Restore armor set. I've been using the Mirror set from Dark Souls 2, but I think it's time to use the Solaire set from Dark Souls 1. So we'll wait for this to finish loading, and then we'll go outside and trade with Pickle Pea, or Sparkly the Crow, Snuggly the Crow. Alright, so we gotta trade a Lightning Urn and a Seed of a Giant Tree. So let's do the Lightning Urn. Cool, so that's the Iron Helm. And then I don't think I've done the Seed of a Giant Tree yet. Okay, I've already done this one, I guess. So let's check the armor here. So we got the Iron Helm. And then the armor is Armor of the Sun, which I don't see. Seagbrow? Didn't I trade a Seagbrow? Oh, I think I used a Seagbrow. Yep. Cool. Oh no, this is fat roll. Oh damn, I can't really use this yet. I don't want to give up my quick roll. What are my stats? I need to boost my vitality, I guess. Let me just check rolling here. Equipment load. Need to get under 69%. So 42.5 divided by 59. I'm currently at 72%. Alright, I'm not going to use it just yet. Any souls we get from this run, I'll... Damn. I thought I was going to be able to use it. It's okay. So... Yeah, I'm well under 50% at this point. I don't think so. 36.1 divided by 59, 61%. Yeah. All right, I need to level up vitality a bit. Well, at least we have the armor now. That's how you get it. So you trade Seed of a Giant, Lightning Urn, Seagbrow, and a Homeward Bone for the armor. And then for the shield, you can trade the Mendicant Staff, which I'll tell you how to get that in a second. Damn. Ugh, so frustrating. So the Mendicant Staff is dropped by Man Serpent Summoners in Archdragon Peak. Oh well. Alright, so I'm currently kindled, and the Grand Archives has a decent amount of PvP going on, so I'm very quickly going to kill myself. This way we don't get, excuse me, get invaded like we did in Lothric Castle. Oh my god. I can't remember if that happens on PC or not, if that's just a console thing. It's also funny that it still happens even on PS5. Like, I'm playing this on PS5, so I don't know. It's okay, though. It's 2,500 souls. I'm not going to worry about it. I should have just dark-signed. Anyway, go to the Grand Archives, and let's get started. So, in the Grand Archives, we have a lot of items. We have the Crystal Scroll, sorry. Scholar Ring, Outrider Armor, Fleshbite Ring, Undead Bone Shard, an Estus Shard, a Titanite Slab, several weapons, the Divine Pillars of Light Miracle, Hunter's Ring, Avalon, and on New Game Plus there's the Sage Ring +1 and the Lingering Dragon Crest +2 on New Game Plus 2. Okay, so before we actually get into the archives, I just want to check out... I feel like there's might be a treasure over here. Or a crystal lizard, I think. Maybe not. Okay, no big deal. Oh my god, you know what we didn't do? I have to run back really quick. We didn't do this in the last walkthrough, and I said I was going to. So it's actually okay that we didn't do it, because it's really easy to sort of recover from now. So there is an item over here that we have to drop down to. So let's just do that really quick. Back in Lothric Castle. Sorry about this. I really just totally forgot about this. Let's come over here, and then we're going to go outside. And then we're going to drop off here. Great. So check over here. I don't think there's anything over here. No. And then there is a treasure right here. Great. So this is Kaitha's Charm. This is guarded by 2 Red-Eye Knights, so all I'm going to do is just warp back to the bonfire last rest of that. That's the quickest way to get out. Sorry about that. I totally forgot. Great. So this corpse here, starting the Grand Archives for real now, this corpse right here will only be here if you have defeated 3 Lords of Cinder. So if you come here early by killing the maiden in the Dancer of the Boreal Valleys room, the first time you interact with her, you can just kill her, and then that will summon the Dancer of the Boreal Valley. You can kill Dancer of the Boreal Valley, come up here, and then get as far as the Grand Archives, but this corpse will not be here. So this corpse has the Grand Archives key, as well as the Goddard Twin Swords. Just keep that in mind. These guys sort of look like Frant. Never noticed that before. Anyway. So with the Grand Archives key, we can actually enter. Whew. Okay, the Grand Archives is a really, really cool area. There's quite a lot going on. There are these crystal sages around. This one will sort of haunt you throughout your stay here in the Grand Archives. It will just teleport around and just show up. Alright, so there's this guy here. There's a lot of these, like, thiefy little gray rat guys. And then there's a lot of verticality in this stage, or in this area. So what that means is that you will have enemies casting spells at you from, like, all angles, and you may not really be able to do much about it until later. Okay, so come over here, grab this crystal lizard. He's going to drop down. It's okay. Jesus. Led me on a merry chase. Stay Okay, whenever you're in these like tight corridors, just make sure you're keeping an eye on things. Great, get the soul of a Crestfallen Knight, and we can drop down back here. This is where the crystal lizard sort of led us. Now we can come over here. Grab this. Yep. These guys are always going to be dropping off bookshelves and stuff. And so these enemies here, these are the Grand Archive Scholars. And these guys have wax heads, or heads that have been dipped in wax. The ones with the flame, they can cast all manner of spells. Take care of them. And then, believe it or not, this little pool right here, this has a really specific purpose. So this allows us to dunk our head in wax. And that may seem kind of silly, but what it does is it protects you from curse. And so there are hands that will come out of bookshelves. I'm not sure if it'll happen over here. I'm trying to find a spot. Anyway, there are hands that will come out of bookshelves, and if the hands sort of touch you, they can curse you. But if your head has been dipped in wax, you don't have to worry about it. Right, grab this Titanite scale here. Great. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to dip our head in wax. Okay, so now that our head has been dunked in wax, we can come in here. And there are quite a few bookshelves that have those hands that I was describing. So, steal with them. Oftentimes, it's the shelves that are guarding treasure. Yep. See, this would normally be cursing us, but since we have our head dunked in wax, don't have to worry about it. There's a crystal lizard here. You do have to sort of be mindful, though, because the wax does expire. It's not an infinite thing. If you ever feel like it's about to expire, you can just go back outside and redo it. It just resets the timer. And there are several of these pools throughout the archives, so if you see one, chances are it's for a reason. So it's always a good idea to have your head dunked. Alright, so we have a scholar up here. Great. He is guarding a Titanite's escape. I had a weird feeling it was like an illusory wall, but I guess not. Okay. So back outside, we can kick down this ladder. And this goes down here. It's sort of back near the entrance. Alright, so this is where we entered, and this is where we fought the Crystal Sage. I do just want to come up here really fast. I feel like we sort of chased the lizard around. Oh, the Crystal Sage is right above us. Okay. All good. He's over there. Okay, so there's a treasure here. But again, be careful of all the thieves that are roaming around. Ooh. Right. So it feels like the Crystal Sage should be close, but he's not. Anyway, you got these guys. Take care of them. And then dunk your head again. Don't forget this treasure. Titanite chunk. And then this is hard to see, but there is a switch here. Let's go ahead and pull that. Oh, didn't I just dunk my head? Maybe it only protects you from a certain amount of curse. Alright. And we're going to start making our way up. Actually, let's go outside really fast. So, sadly, I messed up the quest line for Grey Rat. Normally, if you do the quest line correctly, you're able to find his ashes here. But I goofed. Cool. Again, gray rat guys. Run through the curse. And we can drop here. Oh, how did I manage to miss that? That's impressive. I was trying to avoid the Crystal Sage. Anyway, come right here, grab this, and then you can actually drop down here, heal though, and then you get the Avalon there. And we can come across here. Oops, sorry. Across here, jump over here, and we can come up here. I want to get in there, so I'm working on that next. Over here. And we'll continue up the stairs. Crystal Sage is over there. Alright, so I really recommend dealing... Oh god. Jesus. Really recommend dealing with these guys first. Because the ones with the really long flame swords, they are really deadly. So we're coming up on a illusory wall here. So first, though, I'm going to come down here. Grab this. Shit. Wasn't expecting all that to hit me. God damn, dude. I'll deal with this guy. Alright, so the Crystal Sage is now dead. He won't bother you anymore. There's still quite a lot to be done. So here's the crystal scroll. It's hard for me to say. Alright. Let's unlock the shortcut first. I'm pretty sure that's where this goes. Yeah. Jump on this elevator. We can open this door. Mist reveals a bookshelf, or it lowers a bookshelf. Right to where we were. Fabulous. Okay, so let's go back up. And now we basically just have quick access to the entrance. Okay. So, now we have that unlocked. Let's drop down. And this is where that knight was. Yep. This big boy. God. Alrighty. Cool. Oh. No, this was... I think this was moved. Anyway. Crystal Chime. We can drop here. Take the elevator back up. It's just like a lot of moving around, you know? Alrighty, so we're not ready to go upstairs just yet. So we're going to come back across where we fought the Crystal Sage before, and then we're going to go upstairs. Actually, before we do that, let me just check what this is. There's like a... I was tempted to say there's a rooftop party here in the Grand Archives, but there's actually a decent amount going on the roofs. On the rooftops. Okay, that's what this is. Okay, so we're going to go back up the ladder here. Oh, let's go ahead and pull the lever, actually. This place is confusing. Alright, so here's the Scholar Ring, and this is a place to dip our head. So we were here before. We killed these two little gray rat guys, yada yada yada. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to dip our head, and then we're going to go back up the ladder, like I mentioned before. And the reason for the season... Let's come over here and grab this. The reason we're doing this is because there's a illusory wall right here with a Boreal Outrider Knight behind it. So this is the final Outrider Knight that we have to fight in the game. So there's really no sneaking up on these things. So we just gotta try our best. And they basically just... They're ready to go. Super fast. All right, that was really good. So you get the full Outrider set. I hate these little emotes, but we're not done in here just yet. Unless we are. Sorry, having played Dark Souls 3 Cinders, I get very confused. Okay, cool. So this is the Soul Stream sorcery. This is not a wall. Yeah. Okay. I could have sworn there's like 2 entrances to this room, though. Oh well. Okay. Cool, so that's that room there. Yeah. Alrighty. Let me just check over here really fast to make sure we did everything on this side. I do believe we did, but I know we sort of came up this ladder, killed the Crystal Sage, and then sort of rushed inside, so I just want to check. Yeah, okay. Great. Good, great, grand, wonderful. Get on the bus. Okay. Cool. Alright, now we can go upstairs. So we're going to start venturing outside. There's a big area here with quite a number of casters. These guys have like a repeating spell here. So just be mindful of that. There's a couple of them, though. So my head dip has worn out. I'm not in a good spot right here. Alright, so I'm going to come back here later because there's a ladder that we can drop down, and I'll worry about that then. There is a chest here, though. This is really easy to miss. 2 Titanite scales. Okay. Ooh, Scholar's Robe, nice. Okay, so now we can go outside. God. Jesus. Oh my God. No. That was intense. There's no head dipping station here, right? Can't believe I'm actually gonna use a purging stone in Dark Souls 3. Oh, they do different things in this game. I just messed up so royally. Oh no. Oh shit. All right. Oh man. All right, I just messed up my ending. I can't believe that. That is prior knowledge coming to screw me. So I wanted to fix my curse completely, and in Dark Souls 1, purging stones reverse your curse. But in this game, it also reverses hollowing. Or it cures hollowing. And you need hollowing in order... You need... Fuck. I do still have all the dark sigils, so maybe that didn't actually mess it up. I'm gonna look this up really fast. Okay. Alright, thank God. The player may use purging stones to reset hollowing to 0 without any negative consequence. Thank God. Okay, never mind. Wow. Anyway, go over there for the Fleshbite Ring. Oh man, I thought I totally messed up my ending. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna come out here and then we gotta drop off. So you can either descend the ladder or just drop. It's like literally like a 2-step drop. You do want to be very careful up here though, because there are gargoyles. And they don't play fair. Yes, there's one there. Hello. And there's another one. Isn't there? Just the one? Okay. You can deal with that. I thought there was 2. Oh my god. Dude, I thought I messed up my ending. I was so upset. I had been working for that for like the entire walkthrough. Okay. So, unfortunately, like I mentioned a little bit earlier, I messed up Grey Rat of the Undead Settlement's questline. And so, I am unable to... I am unable to get his ashes while we're here in Lothric in the Grand Archives. It's just unfortunately not possible for me. But if you did not make the same mistake I made, you can get his ashes, no problem. And they will be right around here. Why are you so pokey? Yeah, I think his ashes will be like on this roof right here. Okay. So, there's a gargoyle up there that is guarding these crystal lizards, so let's see how this goes. Oh my god, I knew these were down here. I did. I knew that they were down here. I saw these before, I just didn't pay attention. Oh my god. Dude, this is horrible. So this is where Grey Rat's ashes would be? Okay, we're just gonna drop. Never mind. What is happening right now? Yeah, so Grey Rat's ashes would be right there. Oh my god. I have made a awful, terrible mistake. This part of the walkthrough is probably the funniest one so far. Hello? Where is this guy going? Get your hollow gem over here, and then this is where that knight was from earlier. Get your Titanite chunk. Lots of chunks in the Grand Archives. You could level up several weapons just coming in here. And I really can't believe how badly I thought I botched this. I really thought I, like, ruined my whole playthrough. I'm glad I didn't, but that's the feeling I had. I wonder if there's a ring out here on New Game Plus. If that's why you can come out here. Oh my god. I am so glad that using a Purging Stone didn't affect anything. When I saw the Dark Sigils still in my inventory, I figured that it was okay. But, man, I was... God, pissed. So we're going to try to make this. Nice. Okay, so I'm almost positive Grey Rat's ashes will be where all these hints are. That's what all this is about. Yeah. So, this is where Grey Rat's ashes would be. You can give those to the Shrine Handmaid. And I believe that unlocks lightning urns and a couple other things. But again, unfortunately, I messed that up a little earlier. Okay, so now we do have to sort of backtrack a little bit and retrace our steps, which is okay. It's not a big deal. Hey. Oh, I remember missing that before. That's okay. I'm not going to go for it. I don't need Twinkling Titanite. It's fine. Alright, so this is this area again. And now that I've sort of cured all that, I can grab this. It's just a large soul of a Crestfallen Knight. Alright, so I'm actually going to go back up to the roof, and I'm going to deal with that last gargoyle, and check to see if there's anything that I might have missed. But we do need to go up the roof anyway. Like, this is how you progress through this area. Yeah, this is where I fell down before with all the Corvians. guess. You would want to roll off here. Wow. Oh my god. I forgot that he could, like, spray fire. I didn't realize he was the torch one. I thought it was another spear guy. Alright. Take it easy. Whew. My god, man. I think this leads to another gargoyle. Oof. Is he dead? Yes, he is. That was lucky. Killed himself. Oh god. Wow. I can't believe I just survived that. I feel like the luckiest person. Right. I really do. I feel so insanely lucky that I'm living right now. Okay. Yeah, let's come in here. Right, and this is the top area. So what I'm going to do just to be safe, I'm going to Ember, just because I don't have... I don't have any more flasks, so I don't want to die in here. So we have this guy. Okay. Get this Ember. Get the final Undead Bone Shard. And then we can drop this ladder down. Great. And then we can dip our heads and go outside. So this area is really, really rough. I don't recommend going there just yet. Instead, this actually isn't even what I really wanted to do. I want to do this differently. I want it to be different this time. What we're going to do instead is we're going to come down this ladder, and we're actually going to get the jump on that knight. There's a big knight over there that I want to get the jump on. So, we're taking a detour, for sure. We're going to go back up onto the roof one more time. Oh my god. I really can't believe we, like, did not mess up the ending. Like, every time I've walked through that room, I'm just so elated that it didn't totally mess everything up. Okay, so over here, and this is going to allow us to get a jump on that knight by falling off here. Hopefully, it gives us a jump. Couple chunks. Alright, so hopefully we can sneak up on him. These guys are typically hard to sneak up on. Unbelievable, man. Alright, so crystal weapon with lightning. Bad news. Very strong enemy. But we got him. So, I mean, the jump was helpful, don't get me wrong, but could have gone better. Anywho, that's that guy. Where do we go now? Right. Okay. So. There's a slug up there that should give you an indication of, hey, we're going to get up to the rafters at some point. Alright. So. This area here has 3 unkindleds. And there's actually a bonfire, or a shortcut, I should say, right after them. So this is like a funny, weird little encounter. There's a Faram Knight here from Dark Souls 2. And then there's a caster and then like a double swordsman. Getting these guys alone is really hard. You kind of can't do it. So we're going to see how it goes. I'm tempted to just like try to aggro them, run past them. And then just go to the shortcut elevator. Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. I thought that the caster wasn't going to come. I hate you. This is really tough. Okay, so dying there, believe it or not, is not even that big of a deal, because now we have shortcuts unlocked. So we can come over here, kill this. I guess it's just gonna run away. Those guys try to bait you into doing things. So yeah, that encounter with the 3 unkindleds is very difficult. It's like the hardest section of this whole area. Okay. But like I said, it's really not that big of a deal because we're at the ladder already. But you do need to be careful because there is a caster behind you who can hit you. So I'm just going to kill him real fast. Wonderful. All right. So let's try this again. Hello? There's no way I just got him. Nope. Knew it. Okay, let's bring him outside. He's like smart. It's annoying. Alright, so that's one. That's the Faram Knight. We do have Homegirl. Golden Wing Crest Shield. She goes down the easiest. You know, she's a caster. Wow. Surprising. She didn't switch weapons. Maybe she doesn't have a weapon to switch to. And that's the Sage's Crystal Staff. And now we can just fight the dual Yuchi Katana guy on his own. So that's nice. And again, these guys do not respawn, so you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, bringing them outside is the best way to do it. Dealing with the Faram Knight and then the other one. and then the caster is just easier. Okay. So, Dual Yuchi, he's fast, and he has a bow. There you go. With the plus 10 weapon, they go down fast, but they can really overwhelm you. So it's they can be tough to deal with. Okay, and then you get Onikiri and Ubadachi. Sadly, this statue doesn't do anything. I always felt it was like a little weird that it looks so conspicuous that it's just sad that it doesn't do anything. Anyway. Alright, so here, though, we do have an elevator. And where this one goes is actually kind of surprising. It goes outside. So what we can do is we can rest at this bonfire, replenish everything, and then move on. Oops. Cool. So this is like the final section of this area. There's still quite a lot to do, though. So coming up here, there are going to be a number of golden winged knights. And these guys are really challenging to deal with. So, come up here, and you can see them all up here. I don't know if I'm actually going to kill these things, but it's a good idea to try. If you have a bow, I think you could just snipe one down. I don't think that there's like a ton of treasure out here. I should have looked at a map before doing this. Oh, never mind. Alright, this is your final Estus shard. And you can see a ladder on the backside there, so that's kind of what we got to go get to. But this structure, if you will, does lead somewhere important. Yeah, I'm just checking for treasure at this point. You can come in here, and then you can drop down into here. And that is the rafters of the big room. Oh god. Actually, not a big deal. I'm not going to cut this one out either. So all we got to do is recall the elevator, and then we go right back up. And believe it or not, this is not the final shortcut of the Grand Archives. The final shortcut of the Grand Archives, I think, is like one of the best shortcuts in the game. It's like, I don't know, it's like the last great piece of world building in Dark Souls is the Grand Archives. Not that the DLC is any slouch, but, you know. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to rush up the pillar. And hopefully we can survive. I do want my souls, though, because it's like 180k. Alright, so they drop. I'm coming up here. I'm going up this ladder. Okay. Hunter's Ring. Great. So, I think... Yep. I was going to say, I think we can just fight one. And... Oh, Jesus. Oh, I don't know how I just survived that. God, dude. All right, that's one. I don't think I have any knives. Nah, no knives. I'm hoping I just get the one. If I just get the one, I think I'm doing all right. Oh, you son of a bitch. Big yikes. I'll drink right in your face. Can these guys not be backstabbed? Nope, they can. Okay, that's 2, and then there's a 3rd one. I can't believe I'm actually killing these things. I don't remember the last time I killed them. Oh! I tried to get into the backstab animation. Didn't work. There we go. Right. Alright, we got a slab for our troubles. I think you get the slab on the 3rd one. Those could be kill once enemies, I actually don't know. Alright, so now we're ready to drop in, but you gotta be careful, because there are slugs here. Dropping directly into the cage is not a bad thing. That's because, like, what will probably be, like, your last sorcery is in here. Or your last miracle, which is the Divine Pillars of Light. We can come onto the rafters here, but there is a slug. Yeah, that will try to cast us off. He's right here. His sorcery is very slow, so it's not too much to worry about. Lovely sound. Okay. Come down. Over here. So, none of these are mimics. Right, or neither of these are mimics, I should say. Get some Twinkling Titanite. A Divine Blessing. And then we can come in here. Just sort of pop out this window. Bloop. And this brings us back to the Nightmare Room where I used a Purging Stone. Okay, so... what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go back to Firelink Shrine and level up. Because we're sitting on 230,000 souls. Don't forget to burn your Undead Bone Shard. That should be your last. And then you can give the last Estus Shard to Andre.
Just good, wasn't he?
And then that will be your last as well. Okay, so you can give the Sage's Scroll. Oh, and Logan's Scroll, wow. Give all the scrolls to everyone. Irina is over here. She has some capacity.
Oh, you've brought me a Boreal Divine Tome. Now I can tell new tale what...
Okay. So the cool thing about Homegirl here is that if you purchase all of her miracles, she becomes a Firekeeper. So let me just check Irina really fast in the book. Purchasing any... Okay. So, Irina is a really interesting NPC, and she sort of has two ways to go. If you were to give her any of the deep tomes, she will sell the dark miracles, but you have a very limited time to purchase them from her. Because if you leave Firelink after giving them to her, Eygon of Carim will take her away. But if you do that, and then you find Eygon again and kill him, and you get his gloves, you can touch Irina while wearing the gloves, and then she thinks you're Eygon because she's blind. It's pretty sad. Anyway, so I'm just checking out the spells. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so let's go ahead and buy these, and I'll show you what happens to her. Great.
Thank you ever so much.
So we've purchased all of her, regular divine miracles. Now let's reload, and then she's going to move. I may have to exhaust her dialogue, but she should move. Alright, so Irina has moved. And this only happens after you purchase all the regular divine miracles from her. Where does she move to? The answer may surprise you. Over here. And then where we fought the first Unkindled, we sort of went through this area and dropped down. And now Irina is here. And she has become a Firekeeper.
Oh, sweet champion of Ash. Let souls be your strength.
And then we can use her to level up. There you go. So now you have 2 Firekeepers. It's pretty interesting. It's also strange that she goes there, of all places, because that is literally a pile of Firekeeper corpses. I thought it would be cooler if she went to untended graves, like if for some reason she went there. I thought that would be pretty cool, but it's not the way it plays out. I'm just checking, because I believe finishing her questline like that does move Eygon as well. Eygon. Alright. Okay. So, if we had purchased any Dark Miracles from Eygon, he would appear here for us to fight, I think. Yeah, but luckily we didn't do that. However, we can go get his armor. And believe it or not, that's actually relatively easy to do. So let's just do that really fast, and then we'll return to the Grand Archives and finish that up. Right. So, as long as you have defeated Dragon Slayer armor and exhausted his dialogue, his corpse should be in Irina's old cell. So we can get to that pretty quick. It's funny coming back to like early game areas when you're like totally buffed up. Oops, I don't need that. Kind of love doing that. I'm gonna gamble here and just ignore all the enemies, and we'll see how this pans out for me. Usually doing this does not work out well for me. Okay, well, that worked out. As long as these skeletons can't climb ladders, I think I'm okay. Alright, and here's Eygon's corpse. So you get Morn's Great Hammer and the Moaning Shield. If you kill him any other way, he will instead drop his armor set. But that is the end of Irina of Carim's, storyline. Oops. I'm just trying to get to the Road to Sacrifices bonfire here. But that is the end of Irina of Carim's storyline, as well as Eygon. But again, if you give her any of the deep tomes, the Dark Miracle tomes, and purchase any from her, her questline changes significantly, as does Eygon's. Okie doke. Cool. So let's warp back to the Road of Sacrifices. Not the Road of Sacrifices, Lothric Castle, to the Grand Archives. And then we'll go upstairs, and we will sort of end this saga here. I will warn you, getting to the boss is still a bit of a challenge, so there's a lot to do. I shouldn't say there's a lot to do, there's just a lot of enemies to kill. I like how this elevator's so long that you pull the lever and, like, you can't hear anything happening. Actually, I think we could still purchase the armor from the handmaid in Firelink. I'll check that out later. Okay, so I'm going to send this back down, God forbid we die. And I just want to see something. Are these guys permanently dead? Yes, they are. So, oh no, they're not. Never mind. All right. Great. So this is just a gauntlet to the Twin Princes. So the wind is whipping. This is very similar to Demon Souls when you're trying to get to Penetrator. The enemies here are not necessarily super hard. There are some Red-Eye Knights, though, that you will have to contend with in a minute. But this first sort of wave is just hollows. Nothing too major. But if you look up in the distance there, you can see a number of bigger enemies. So we got a Red-Eye Knight there. He walks a bit faster than the rest, so we can probably just isolate him. Never mind. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna cut that. Take care of him. Got some spear hollows here. God damn it. I'm literally brute forcing this. Okay, cool. So I'm being liberal with my flask usage, and you'll see why. Oh, there's a treasure there that I missed. Let me go get that. Sorry about that. I really had no idea that was there. I like how the wind just whips around up here. I think that's a really nice... You know, Dark Souls, as you're going around the world, does not have any music. It's all diegetic sound. But I feel like in Dark Souls 3, they sort of realized, oh, we can use the wind. I feel like they did that in Valley of Drakes in Dark Souls 1 a little bit, but they really never touched it again until Dark Souls 3, where it appears several times. Alright, so there's 2 more red eyes, I think. 2, maybe 3. They're at the top of this staircase here. So they will start walking once you kind of get up here. Yeah, so 2 spear guys. Try to target one, chuck a lightning urn. Oh, there's 3. Okay. Well, funny enough, we're actually near a shortcut. Oh! Wow. How about them apples? gonna run me through. Oh. Oh my god. Alright, that's him. You know what's funny is I've never actually seen the spear get buffed. That's new. Alright. Whew. Man, what an adventure that was. Okay, so that's the gauntlet to make it through to the boss. And you may be thinking of yourself, God damn, I gotta go through that every single time. You do not. So there's a little alcove over here. Just double checking here to see if there's anything. Man. Alright, so there's a little alcove here. And there's an elevator. And where this elevator lets out cracks me up every time. I think this is like one of the best shortcuts in Dark Souls 3. It's a long elevator, but you notice it's moving pretty fast. So, here you go. Back down at the base of the Grand Archives in Lothric Castle, where you fought the Dragon Slayer armor. How crazy is that? Pretty cool shortcut, in my opinion. Okay, we're not actually done, though. This elevator is actually a double elevator. So, send it back up, and then wait. This is also one of the few elevators that you get to see working. It reminds me a lot of the elevator that you take to go to False King Alant in Demon Souls, where you can see the Dreglings moving the elevator. Okay. And down here is the Titanite slab. So, what I'm going to do is I am just going to chance it. I'm not going to replenish my flasks. You know what? No. We should try to do this on the first try. We also have to send the elevator back down anyway. So there is a bonfire here for Dragon Slayer armor. Which is just a few feet in front of the Grand Archives bonfire. So let's rest here. And then we'll go back up. Alrighty. Cool. So, the boss of Lothric Castle and the Grand Archives, I guess I should have said the Grand Archives, but the boss that's on the roof of Lothric Castle is Lorien and Lothric, the twin princes as they are referred to. The twin princes are a really interesting fight. It's a multi-phase fight, and once you bring Lothric down, I think to 50%, Lorien drops down from his perch. And Lorien is tough. Straight up, he's tough. Luckily, these enemies are blind here. But Lorien is tough, and he casts magic. He casts sorceries, and he can also revive Lothric. So if you kill Lothric first in that second phase, Lorien will sort of stop attacking you and then revive Lothric. So what you want to do is during phase 2, Lorien will be on Lothric's back, and you want to just hit them with back attacks. This way you're dealing damage to both of them. And you want to try your best to deal more damage to Lorien than Lothric. This way you don't have to worry about the revive. Lothric can teleport around, though, and he's really deadly. So let's see the cutscene.
Oh dear. Another dogged contender. Welcome, unkindled one, purloiner of cinders. Mind you, the mantle of Lord interests me none. The fire-linking curse, the legacy of lords, let it all fade into nothing. You've done quite enough. Now have your rest.
Oh, I guess I was wrong. So this is Lorien. The other one is Lothric. As you can see there, yep, he teleports around a good deal. A lot of people claim that the teleport like can't be dodged, or like you can't successfully, you know, do anything when he's teleporting. It's completely false. You can absolutely dodge when he's teleporting. You got to be very quick, but I mean, I just did it twice, so it's malarkey. You don't want to let Lorien get too much distance on you. Yikes. I was expecting the slash. I wasn't expecting the stab. You don't want to let Lorien get too much distance on you. If that happens, he has an attack where he can do this. So that blade attack does cause him to... It's almost like a Moonlight Greatsword beam. It shoots a beam across. Yikes. Yep. Just drinking. Alright. So, that is phase 1. In phase 2, Lothric comes down now and will start healing Lorien. And then you gotta deal with both of them. Lothric has really strong sorcery, so you gotta watch out for those.
Dear brother, I'm on my way. My brother, unyielding sword of Lothric's prince. Rise if you would, for that is our curse.
Okay, so Lorien is buffed with a flame sword, and now Lothric is around to cast his magic. So he's got these little firefly things. Yikes. Yikes. Yeah. Messed up there. Like I said, you want to try your best to rely on back attacks. This way you can deal damage to both of them. Because if Lorien dies first, which is what's happening here, yeah, Lothric will follow that attack up now, so you gotta be careful. But if Lorien dies first, Lothric will revive him. So you gotta be careful. Damn. Kind of failing at this right now. You really don't want Lorien to die with a ton of health. Ugh. Please let me drink, let me drink, let me drink. Yeah, that slam is always pretty funny to me. Alright, so right now, what we gotta do is try to deal as much damage as possible to Lothric. We're gonna get a second phase, or a second round of Lorien, which is fine. We just do the same thing. Just always watch his wrist. Again, putting distance between you is kind of a mistake because he does this stab, yep. Alright. So killing Lothric is what ends the fight. You don't have to worry about killing Lorien again. They both die. And that's the Twin Princes. Really great fight. It's my friend Joe, it's his favorite fight in the game. I think it's okay for a twins fight. It's fine. It's really cool though. Great music, and what's very interesting is what I'm about to show you. So, you warp back to Firelink, and with the transposing kiln, you use that to forge boss weapons. So, if we were to visit Ludleth of Corlin right now, I'm not going to do this, but I'll just show you how this works. So if you visit Ludleth, you can purchase, you can spend so for defeating the princes, you get the soul of the twin princes. And with the Soul of the Twin Princes, you can do two things. You can purchase Lorien's Greatsword, and then you can also purchase something else. Where is it? Lorien's Greatsword. And Lothric's Holy Sword. If you purchase both of these, this requires 2 playthroughs. It may even require 3 playthroughs. Let me just check this out really quick. Soul of the Twin Princes. It's a really cool thing. Okay. So, I don't... No. Okay. So, you need to kill them twice. And then what you do is you purchase Lothric's Holy Sword and Lorien's Greatsword. And then a third weapon will appear in the Transposing Kiln menu. And that is the Twin Prince's Greatsword. So you can combine the two to a new weapon. Really, really cool. And then... yeah. So it's just a cool little thing. So what we can do now, which I will not do, is you need to offer the Cinders of a Lord to all of the thrones. I put the soul of the Abyss Watchers up here way earlier, so I already did that. But if you want to go to the end game and you want to skip Archdragon Peak, you can. Just place all of the Cinders of a Lord on the thrones, and then the Firekeeper will move into the middle near the bonfire, and then you go to the end of the game. Don't worry, though. I do want to preemptively warn you that when you do that, you will get Ludleth's soul, or something like that, but you can still use the Transposing Kiln. So you just go to his throne, you can still use it, no problem. But we will level up.
Well, very well taken.
And, oh, I should check my vitality. See if I can use this armor now. Yeah, okay, great, I can use this now. Wonderful.
Well, very well then.
Alright, so we can continue to level up Faith. Great. And now we look like Solaire. So we'll go through the rest of the game looking like this. Wonderful. But that'll be it for this part of the walkthrough. In the next walkthrough, we're going to go through Archdragon Peak. I will make that like a complete guide and show you like how to get the key. Even though we already have it, I'll sort of cover that again. And then we'll go through Archdragon Peak. That'll be a rare walkthrough where there are 2 bosses, because there's a boss basically right at the start of Archdragon Peak, and I'm not going to break it into 2 guides. One being 10 minutes, one being 40. You know what I mean? So it's just not worth it. I will warn you, Archdragon Peak is often seen as the hardest area of the game. It has a puzzle boss, which is relatively easy, but then it also has what most people consider to be the game's most difficult boss, the Nameless King. We'll cover both in the next walkthrough, though. And then after that, we will just kill the final boss in 1-part walkthrough, and then we'll go to the DLC. So 2 more until we're done with the base game. All right. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for Dark Souls 3, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and on Twitch, and as always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.